Okay, for this problem, we have three functions, f, g, and h, and it says which expression defines h. So I'm guessing that I'm probably going to have to do something with f and g to get h. So I'm going to look at the answer first. So I notice that this is 3x squared, and I notice that this is 3x cubed. Well, g is x to the first power. So how do I manipulate x to the first power to make this 3x cubed? Well, I'm guessing, and we'll have to do the math and see, but I'm guessing that it's probably f divided by g. In other words, I probably am going to say 3x cubed plus 9x squared minus 12x, right? Divided by x minus 1. So remember, whenever we have a rational expression, that what we need to do is do some prime factorization and see if something cancels. Okay, g has to divide into f evenly, and when we're all done, we should get this. So I look at f and I realize that f has all three numbers are divisible by 3. So I can pull out a 3, and all of them at least have an x. So if I pull this out, I end up with x squared plus 3x minus 4 all over x minus 1. So then probably what I could do, let me just double check my work, 3x squared plus 3x, yeah, that would be 9x squared, and then 3x times negative 4 is negative 12x. I'm just double checking and making sure that when I multiply my 3x, in other words, what I'm doing is I'm saying this times this gives me this. This times this gives me this. This times this gives me this, and it does. So now this, I've got to try to factor this, and I think that becomes in parentheses x plus 4 times the quantity x minus 1. Now I'm going to come way over here to double check that. I believe that x plus 4 times x minus 1 will equal that stuff. Now, why did I say x minus 1? Because I'm going to need an x minus 1 in the top to cancel with an x minus 1 on the bottom. And I kind of did the math in my head. So when I multiply all this out, when I combine the like terms, this plus this gives me a positive 3x and then minus 4, which is exactly what I have up here. So that's true. All over x minus 1. Now the beauty of this is that now that I've done my prime factorization, this will cancel with this. So I'm left with 3x times x plus 4. But if you look in our multiple choice answer for h, that's not quite exactly what I have written down. So what I'm going to have to do is multiply this through. So 3x times x is just going to be 3x. Let me get rid of that little blurb there. 3x times x is just going to be 3x squared. And then 3x times a positive 4 is a positive 12x. So what did I find out? I found out that f of x divided by g of x is the same as h of x. So technically, this is the answer. H of x is equal to f of x divided by g of x. And that's it.